Hi, AP Physics students. Here are some text hints for number 2.4, and they are problems number 31 and 39. If you look at number 31, it isn't very difficult, so I will just give you a couple of tiny hints. Again, if something is fired horizontally like this rifle is, the V0Y equals 0. So you've seen a number of these. This is an important piece of information. They do give you the V0X, and that's quite important. Now, that's about all I'm going to say except one thing. We do know how far it's gone. We know how far it's gone vertically. The distance formula, remember where you are, could be called X or Y. We'll call it Y this time. It has fallen a distance Y, which is V0 Y times T plus 1/2 AT squared. Now the reason I'm using this formula is when you look at all the formulas we have, from kinematics and from projectile motion and all of these formulas, if you see a formula and everything there cancels out except one thing to solve for, you definitely should solve for that. Now notice, this term cancels out. It's gone. You could solve for t. That's a good way to start that one. Number 31 is begun for you. A little more challenging is number 39 with the ski jumping. So when you begin this, many things are unknown, unfortunately. But what we do know is that when you finish, so again, when you do a ski jump, you know about ski jumps. You go down and then back up again and fly in the air and then come down. Right before you land, they give us a good piece of information. The good piece of information is at that instant that you are landing at a velocity of 23.0 meters per second. What we don't know is the horizontal velocity that it has at that moment, V0x, or the vertical velocity, which we'll call Vy. Now notice, I'm writing this V0x because the horizontal velocity always stays the same as it was at the beginning, it is now. We do know the angle is 43 degrees, so there's no reason you can't use trigonometry, and I would use cosine, adjacent over hypotenuse, to help us find what V0x is. The reason is, once you know that, it always stays the same. And one of our most important formulas regarding V0x is that x, the distance you travel horizontally, is V0x times t. Notice we know this. I've given you some good hints. I think maybe you could tackle that yourself. Remember, all that you're trying to do in all of this work is figure out at the beginning, when you were moving up at some angle, we want to know what this velocity is you left with. Okay, we've got the horizontal velocity, the vertical velocity. We want to know this horizontal, velocity, combined velocity, and we want to know the angle theta. And so hopefully these hints will help you a bunch.